Hey, so it was here today. I'm gonna be telling you about something that happened at school that was pretty funny. It was supposed to be as a prank, but it didn't work out like that. So, this was a story I actually had from school. I tell a lot of school stories, but this one just came up to me because I was watching a video, um, of But hold on. All right, um, so what happened was this girl in my in my science class was uh, uh, terrified of spiders. She was terrified of spiders, arachnophobia, and so she she was terrified of them. She was just every time she saw it, she's like ran away, right? So she was terrified. So what happened was a guy in my science class, same as us. He brought a spider to school, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, how'd you get that spider?" He said, "I have a lot in my backyard." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I wasn't scared. I'm terrified of spiders as well. So I mean, as long as they're like away from me, I don't care if you have them or not. So, anyways, I was walking to class, and I saw one of my friends just walking with a spider. I asked him. He said, "Yeah." Um, and so I didn't care as long as it was in a jar and all that stuff. Apparently he had a pet tarantula, and he brought that to school. It wasn't from the backyard, but he had a tarantula that he brought to school. I'm not sure why I said regular spider, but he brought his tarantula to school for show and tell. This is like in high school as well. We didn't have show and tell, but he wanted to like bring it for science class or something. I'm not sure, but he wanted to bring it because we were talking about like animal anatomy or something like that. I'm not sure what it was, but we were having a class on that, and it was so funny because this girl had like a hoodie on. Uh, Hold on, I'll actually show you it for a second. Hold on, I gotta stop this for a second. Let me turn this on. One second, guys. I gotta show you this. So she actually had a hoodie. Looked like this. It was exactly this style too. She had like one like looked like this, right? Like this, that style, right? So what was really cool about that was she had that kind of hoodie, and it was funny because my friend, let me sign off. My friend put that tarantula on the back of her hoodie, like crawling up her back, and my first thought was, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna hear a shriek." Right? She was terrified of spiders, tarantulas, no matter what. As long as it had 8 legs, she was terrified of it. What is that? That mustard? That's mustard. That's not good. No layer. Anyways, she had an innate fear of spiders. So we were just, my first thought was, oh my gosh, we're gonna hear a shriek, right? Next thing I hear, ah! And I knew exactly what it was. I was like, yeah. I was just laughing, man. It was funny to me. It was funny to me and my friend. It was funny to everyone, right? And so we had oh my gosh, it was like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, what kind of person puts a chainsaw on someone's back? Worst part about it was it got in her hair, on her head, right? And I'm just sitting there going, so I'm just sitting there having a good time of my life, just not trying not to laugh, right? And this girl, mm, she was so scared. She was just like frozen with fear, right? She couldn't do anything. So I'm just sitting there like, this is gold. So of course I had my camera going. I was just like, no. I was recording. It doesn't. It's not on YouTube or anything. I changed phones, and I don't even know where that video is anymore. It's probably out there in the cosmos somewhere. But I'm sorry. But anyways, I did have quite a few bumps like that in high school. I believe that was freshman, sophomore year, something like that. Oh no, yeah, it was freshman because freshman's pranks. So we had a good laugh out of it, and she was still terrified. She went to the restroom, and we went in the girls' restroom after class, and we found it, we picked it up, put it back in the jar. It was freaking hilarious. But yeah. So my friend was like, "Dude, did you see that?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it was awesome." "Oh, did you see her scream?" "Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool, bro." She was scared as heck, bro. I was like, "Oh my god, yeah." So it was pretty cool. We enjoyed it more than the teacher really appreciated all of our art. So it wasn't that bad. It was kind of like me being very scared of like roaches and stuff. Um, I'm not really that scared of them. I just don't like them like at all. I don't like them at all. I just don't. I just can't stand them. But yeah, it was pretty fun. The way it turned out. Um, but yeah, it was pretty funny. Um, we got in trouble for it, obviously. I think we got ISD for like 2 3 days, something like that. Yeah, ISD was a bit excessive though. Like high school ISD was like, what the fuck? Like why? But I didn't care because I didn't go those 2 days, so I kind of like got off scot free. But me and my friend actually skipped those 2 days because no, we just what we did was we just like for the whole day we stayed in the office, so we were office aides. I think in no, it wasn't. No, we didn't. That was that was sophomore through senior. Um, we what did we do? I know we did something. I totally forgot what it was. I know we got out of it, but I'm not sure how. We didn't stay home or anything, but I knew we skipped it. But we were in school while it happened, so oh, that's right. Yeah, we were about to track all day. I totally forgot we had a track. So we stayed at the track all day, and um, I'm pretty sure some kids saw us like on the track. That's why they had teachers out there searching for us, but or principals or whatever. But we hid like my friend had the key to the consensus stand, so we kind of like hid in there because no teacher had the key to it. The only people that had the key to it was actually only the principal and the driver ed teacher that was actually the check meet. So he was the only one that could actually like unlock it, and then at that point we were caught like we were caught. There was no getting through that. There that's it. That's the end of the road. That's the end of the line right there. But he didn't come out. They didn't ask for the keys or anything. We just hid in there in a hot room in 80-degree weather. Um, no, it was hot. Because no air conditioning, sitting in the sun all day. In like I think a month before summer. So we are out in May. So April, and we're just sitting there in a hot freaking sauna, and we're just sitting there sweating out yoo-hoos that we drink in the second grade, and we're just sitting there, just like sweating like pigs because we don't we decided to skip class. We decided to skip school that one day. So for real, I had no fun that whole day. Well, I actually had fun because of my friend, but we did that for 2 days, and it was fun. Well, what we got to do was like eat the candy out of the fridge, so that was pretty fun. Out of the freezer, but yeah, Hershey's bar in the freezer, bro. You have not lived until you have eaten a frozen Hershey's bar. That's the one thing you can. And we got to drink like Gatorades out of the cooler because Wilkins doesn't have Gatorade, right? So we're all sitting. So we learned from our mistakes. We spent 2 days within a hot, steamy sauna, sweating like crazy because we decided not to skip. We decided to skip school. Well, it actually didn't pay off because our parents found out. That had to be the worst day of my life. I got home. My dad was sitting at the door with a belt, and I'm thinking, "Oh man, I messed up." I was sad. I was not happy. I was like, no, 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 this ain't happening. At that point, if this is not, I wanted to wake up, but I couldn't because it was real. And oh my gosh, my dad gave me the beating so bad. And my friend came to school. Me and my friend went to school the next day, and we didn't get ISD though. We skipped that 2 days. There was only like we couldn't get anyways. We got official detention though for skipping ISD. Actually no, for skipping 2 days. Actually, we got 4 days of ASD, which is after school detention, and we just sat there reading. Okay, so it was bad. What was worse is that we had to sit in Mr. Bean's class because he was grading papers, and all we did was just sit there and read. And all I heard him do was mumble to himself, talk to himself, and I'm just sitting there going, "Are you serious?" Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reenact that scene. There it is. I had this book right here. I was reading this exact book. And this is actually a book that I had in high school. This is one I bought from the book fair for like $5. Right there on it, $5. Anyways, I was reading this and let's see what story I was actually on. 100. Okay. So this is Goose Gone Awry in Scotland, and I was reading silently, obviously, but like I was reading, and I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna read a few lines, so that you know what you know what I was reading. John thought Helen was the prettiest girl in the village, but she had no use for him. Why would I marry a fisherman like you? She asked, when I could marry a lord of the manor. John strode out of her house and down the steep path to the beach. He was too angry to see the spring flowers bursting into bloom or notice the soft breeze blowing in from the sea, but suddenly he stopped. What was that eerie sound? Eerie sound, unlike anything he had ever heard before. It was almost as if the wind and the waves were singing a haunting melody. That's what I was reading. And so I'm just like sitting there reading, and out of nowhere I hear Mr. Bean say, "Oh, I can give her an F, but I really want to. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna mark this one right and then move on because I don't have that feel on her because she's one of my best students." I'm just sitting there with the book going, bro, for real? I'm just sitting there, just like doing my own business, and he's just like talking to himself. I'm like, all right, whatever. So for real, I just don't. I don't know. It was scary. And it was weird. I was like, okay, this is not acknowledge this. Let's just go on with our day. And then my dad picked me up, and then I got a beating when I got home as well for 4 days straight. I don't think I have a scar or anything or a scratch. I'm not gonna show you on YouTube, anyways. So, but yeah, it hurt a lot. So we just, yeah. But yeah, that's the time I got out of ISD. That's how. Yeah, but that girl was scared of spiders, and she didn't get any trouble because it was us that did it. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me subscribe. Please let me subscribe. And as always, peace. That was a good story time, wasn't it?